Hey everyone, welcome back to Footy Leagues Around the World. Remember how Belgium had a lot of leagues? Well, Belize does not.
Footy Leagues Around the World. Footy Leagues, heck yeah!
Yeah, despite football being the most popular sport in Belize, there's only really one league. That league is called the Premier League of Belize. There are 8 teams in the league, all of which are semi-pro. Teams play 28 games over 2 legs, an opening and a closing season, similar to what you would find in other Central and South American countries in the Apertura and Clausura. In the first leg of the season, teams play 14 games before the top 4 teams enter an NCAA tournament-style playoff, with the top team playing the number 4 team, while the number 2 team playing the number 3 team. After both a home and away matchup, the winners play each other in a 2-leg final to determine the series winner. Since there is only one league in the country, there is no relegation. The winner of the overall table gets a spot in the CONCACAF League, an annual continental tournament in North America, which sees the top 6 teams move on to the CONCACAF Champions League. The opening season lasts from August to December, while the closing season lasts from January to May. Despite Belize being a country of less than 400,000 people, the population is fairly spread out, meaning so are the teams. The only city with 2 teams is the capital of Belmopan, while the country's largest city, Belize City, only has 1 team. Now within each district of Belize, which there are 7, there are separate football associations which hold youth tournaments, but for our purposes, we're not really going to count those. However, teams do use those associations for scouting and recruitment purposes. And I've got some really shocking news. Belize has no domestic comp competition. So I guess we can move on. Football has been played competitively in Belize since 1919 with the formation of the Belize City First Division. This was the top flight league in the country until the Inter-District Championship started in 1962. That went until 1978, and after a brief break, the National Division was formed in 1984, which acted as the top flight until 1991, when the Belize Premier Football League was formed. This competition changed names a few times, but went strong until 2011. This competition was always sanctioned by the Football Federation of Belize. At the same time, there was also a non-sanctioned league that formed in 2006 called the Super League of Belize. That lasted until 2011 when both leagues merged to form what we now have today, the Premier League of Belize. In the Premier League of Belize, the most successful side has been the Belmopan Bandits, who have won the league 9 times, followed not so closely by Police United and Verdes with 2 each. In previous iterations of the league, top teams included Preston, Arsenal, MYA, Landivar, Juventus, and Queen's Park Rangers. Top players in the Premier League of Belize include 2-time MVPs Rodney Pacheco and Georgie Welcome, as well as co-all-time top scorers Jarrett Davis and Danny Jimenez, who have 68 goals each. In the Belize top flight, teams are allowed to have a maximum of 5 foreign-born players on a roster. Since the Belize top flight is semi-pro, much of its talent varies greatly from young players to fairly old players. While most of the players are from Belize, players hail from neighboring countries such as Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Mexico, Guatemala, Trinidad and Tobago, Colombia, Peru, Brazil, Argentina, and even randomly enough, Nigeria, Ghana, and East Timor. A majority of players from Belize's national team play in the Premier League of Belize, including the country's captain, Elroy Smith. For those who can't go to games, games are broadcasted locally on the national channel. If you want to watch games or highlights on the internet, you're actually in luck. The national channel's Facebook page features live streams of many of the games throughout the year, in crystal clear HD with enthusiastic commentary. YouTube searches will uncover full games from a few years back, but the quality is still pretty good. If you know anywhere else to find highlights or live streams of the games, you know what to do. Leave a comment or a link below. Well, that's it for Belize. Thanks for watching. Coming up next is Benin.